What's up guys, Cuba here. Today we are going to be doing some Square One walkthrough solves. So for our first scramble, it was probably on screen during the time lapse of the scramble. So I'm seeing this block of, everything's a block of 2. I'm seeing this block of 4. So I'm gonna make it so when I slice, this block of 2 goes down, and I'm gonna put it so this one connects with that one to match up these two, and then I put it into scallop, slice, barrel, slice, kite. Okay, so for first block, I would see this piece and this edge and corner match. So what I would do is a U, or like a -3, and 1 slice, and make a bar there, and then I'd flip around the middle layer like that, and then I see these 2 corners need to be put together, and this edge needs to be put in between them. So I put the corners together and notice that this edge is here. So what I do then is cancel. And so now this edge is down here, so just do a U2, M2, just do an M2, and then I'd put this block down. So now we have our blocks. Now what you want to do is, I normally put in this edge, and I already noticed we got a CP skip. So now I can go straight on. It's a pure parity case. And then I noticed that if it's like that, the layer would just be turned. So on my last turn, I actually cancel into that and flip around the center. Okay, for this scramble, I see an easy way to get a scallop kite, which is an easy beginner's method of cube shape. So what I would do is bring these 2 edges down to match up with that edge, and then I'd make it so I can pair these 2 corners up, and then I'll just fix that edge, and then we have a scallop and a kite. So then I'll just do slash like that, and then scallop. So then I see this block, and I have to decide whether I'm doing green or red. I see red's only a 1 and a slice, so it's easiest. So I do a 1 and a slice. Red's done. We could try to preserve that corner, and that's actually going to be easy because this edge is already connected to the corner. So all you really have to do is go. And as you can see, I did some weird M2s in places. That was so that the layer solved. So now all I have is a PLL. It's actually a G-perm, which I don't know. So I'm going to just do J-perm, Z-perm, and do AUF. Okay, for this scramble, I see a really easy barrel. I'm just going to connect up this line with this line. Then we have a 1 move into a barrel, so then I just solve it, and then I do a 1, and I do a 5, actually a 6, and then I just slice it to make the first block because I saw that edge was paired up with that. And then these are actually already put together, these corners. So I'm just going to flip around the center layer and do an M2 to put that edge in, and then put down that block. So then I notice that this edge needs to go there, and then the layer is solved, and I realized we have parity because it's like an A-perm with a J-perm mix, which equals pure parity when you do a J-perm, which I don't really mind because this this one's flipped, and I can guess easily what the AUF is going to be. So I know that it's just going to be that. Which is an annoying AUF, but it was easy to predict, so it probably would have been faster. For this scramble, I see a 1 slice into a scallop, or like a 2 slice into a scallop. So first, I'd make the scallop on both layers like an eyeball. And then I'd split them apart into different layers. And then make a barrel and kite. So then, what I do is there's like nothing attached to an edge, which means that I'm just gonna have to attach 2 corners. So I'm gonna attach these 2 blue corners together, and then I realized that the edge is down there, so I can just put it in the back and do an M2. So then the first block is solved. So right here, these need to be swapped in places. Okay, and then this green one needs just the M2U M2 to make the block. And then I noticed a way to get in a layer skip if I do a couple of ones and stuff. And then we get an R perm, which I don't know, so I'm just going to go J perm, Z perm. Easy AUF. Okay, so for this scramble, what I'm seeing is all of them are 2 except this one, which is adjacent. So I'm just going to go for an 8 edge here, make that a scallop, and then insert another 2. So then what I do is put this up here, and then make scallop kite. And then solve scallop kite. And then I noticed these 2 are paired up, and the corresponding edge is back there. And I'm also noticing this block of 3, so I want to preserve that. So actually what I can do now is insert that block down there, and now all I need to do is just put in those 2, and I get a full layer. But I do have parity, so I'll just do a J perm, and then I'll just do a parity alg there to get myself a U perm. Easy AUF. Okay, for this last scramble, I see a pretty easy, actually pretty hard scallop kite. So what I do is put together those 7, and then I'd take away this one, and then I'd put it in the place of that, and then I do what I did before to make that into a scallop kite. Then I'd do scallop kite, and on my scallop, I noticed that the block is going to skip on the scallop. So then I go straight into second block, which is only 2 slices, and then I put in those 2, which was the easiest case ever. And then I just do an N perm, and I have pure parity. That solve probably would have been really fast. I may try out that solve on stack mat. Okay, so let's do this square 1 solve stack matted. Sorry if it's not in frame. I want to see how fast I can actually get it, not through the lens of a camera. I got a 29 on it. 29s aren't that great for me. I averaged like 32. The end perm and the parody sort of killed that solve, but the first part of it, whoopsies, chair just fell. The first part of it was really good. Hope you guys enjoyed this walkthrough solve video of square one with the roux and screw method. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something. Tell me if you learned something in the comments below. Tell me what method you use for square one in the comments down below. And